The French press. I've had the coffee brewing now. I boiled the water, I poured it on top of the coffee grounds, and what I realized is that sometimes the coffee grounds will accumulate up top here, so you have to constantly break them up and stir them around. That way you get a nice full-bodied flavor and brew, and you can see the foam on top, almost like a beer or some kind of whiskey, or not whiskey, but like an alcoholic beverage. So that's a good sign. I didn't realize that before. We're going to take this. We're going to take the plunger. By the way, that looks so cool. Take the plunger. It's been 4 minutes. You want to wait 4 minutes, apparently. That's the magic number. And then you slowly push down so that it captures all of the sediment, all of those coffee grinds, because obviously you don't want them in your drink. And there is some pressure. Sometimes it pushes back. There we go. And I found that the best way to do this is to pour it into a very large bowl, or in this case a measuring cup. Because if you keep the coffee sitting in here, it changes the taste to something that it's not meant to be. So you pour it on in, and I like to get the final remaining drops. And then you can pour yourself a cup and save the rest of it by putting the lid on it, save it for later. But what I like to do is I like to prepare it the way that I want. So I'm going to put some stevia in there, and I'm going to get some cream. And you can just prepare it now. Although I'm not going to put the cream in here, but I might put the sugar in here. It depends on how quickly you want to drink this. And this is about 3 small cups. But I'm sure I'll drink this very quickly. To me, it's not so much. So you pour in some cream. And you can stir it around with like a straw or something. Make sure it gets to the consistency that you want. You can see a piece of sediment got in there, so I'm probably going to choke on that later on. Then maybe a little bit more cream. But I do like to add almond milk because there is no cholesterol in it. And you've got vitamins and minerals in it, so it's lighter. Especially if you're on a diet, you want to substitute things. That's why I use stevia. For me, that's the single best substitution I can make. Because it's 0 calories, or it's like, 0 calories. And there's no glycemic index. No sugar spikes. But you still have to use a lot of it. It's not sweeter than sugar to me. So then you'll sprinkle in what you want. Yeah, I like it sweet, so deal with it. And then you stir it in. The consistency of the stevia is different, especially because this is the powder type. You could purchase granulated as well if you wanted to. But it'll dissolve eventually. And I don't know, it just doesn't look quite right. I'm going to put a little bit more cream in there. I want it to be coffee colored. There we go. And you can choose to have it warm, you can choose to have it iced. I'm not going to keep the plastic straw in there because this is hot water. It's still practically boiling. Well, pre-boiling, it's hot. So, what do we want to drink it in? Let's drink it in. You know what? Because I'm thirsty, let's do it iced. I can't find where the... Oh, here we go. So, get some ice. or in my case, get a lot of ice because a lot of it's going to melt. And then let me see if I can get that sediment out of there. Yeah. Bad boy, we don't want that. And there's actually another piece of sediment in there that I would like to tie. Oh well, it's gone. And then we're just going to pour. And you can see if you have a normal size cup, not like an 8 ounce, but it's probably like 16 or 12 ounces. You're not going to get so many servings, so you don't have to worry about it going rancid. And if you have multiple people, then you'll probably consume it right away. But yeah, give it a second. And then you could add your foam, or you could add some, whatchamacallit, you could add some chocolate syrup, caramel syrup. But because of the diet and because of enjoying the natural taste of things, let's just drink it like this. Let's see. It's good. It's light, it's not overly sweet, and you can taste that coffee flavor. Enjoy.